Right, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, and whatever's going on. And now also, if you're not a twin flame, you might find this helpful. But that's the way it's always been for the past forever. But anyway, so there's healing, clearing, we've done everything I do. So however I approach this video and whatever comes through is going to have something to do with who it's going to make sense to. That can be a whole load of people, male, female, divine femme, divine masculine. Like I said, you don't even need to be a twin flame. It really just depends what's coming through. That's for you to decide. So, burning the sage. So I'm just going to give you a wee preview of what came up in the membership there. So I've just done the New Earth message, and didn't surprise me at all what came up, but because the cards were so powerful, I just want to quickly show you the cards. And like I said, if you feel drawn to it, then you can join the membership basically. But it was face your shadow and hell, end of a cycle. So basically these cards both talk about huge transformations, and like this really reminded me of the soul midwife work I do, where someone's either crossing over at the other side of life, or maybe a pet's dying or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, the people that are usually around someday to make it a bit easier. But it's basically there's endings going on, and I felt it was karmic endings. So this could be endings of karmic romantic relationships, karmic friendships, karmic family in some cases, karmic jobs. But I just feel there's a real huge ending going on. And again, we're leading up to the full moon in Gemini as I'm filming this on Sunday, and which is also, a full moon of twin flames. It's always a heightened energy. And also, ending the year very soon, but we're also headed for the winter solstice. And then Capricorn season will move into soon as well. So basically, what I'm saying is, the collective, a lot of the collective are in their dark night of soul. They're it feels like this was a message that you can no longer run from your shadow. So if you're like myself and you went through an ego death a long time ago, you've integrated your shadow, but you're basically always, you're always aware that you always have to look at your shadow. You always have to be mindful. It never ends. But you basically, usually when you've done that amount of work, you've moved through all that fear, you've really looked at every single part of you and you've integrated it. You're usually somebody that, not always, but a lot of the time people are, you're helping other people with that, like what I am. But so whatever one you are, whether you're in it, you're helping other people, or you feel this is your twin, there's just huge endings going on, right? So, and again, if you, I obviously read that deeper, I read from the book and the membership, then it blew my mind because when I went to another deck, shadow clearing. So yeah, and again, look, this is the devil card in that deck. So, and these are, that deck has got like gods, goddesses, and guardians. So it was quite interesting. It was two very controversial dark feminine energies that come in. And I don't mean dark in the sense of bad. Like, what I mean is, it's like you could use this energy to be dark, right? Like I say all the time, there's people in every profession that have got a dark side, even the like ones that aren't meant to be, you know what I mean? Like there's bad teachers. That's a film, is it? Like, that's hilarious, that actually. There's people that get found out in every profession that aren't working with integrity and all that. So again, it's how you use that energy. But this feels like when you can be empowered and rebel against the things that aren't right in the world, you've got, when you can withstand people calling you this, that, and the next thing because you're doing something different. But if you're doing that to help people, and again, I don't like this coming out again, but the reason I didn't put the one out yesterday isn't probably for reasons that people might think. It's the one I filmed yesterday. It was so picking up on the shorts, which was all about hidden enemies and enemies, and it went into how people were made to feel that we're speaking the truth about the corruption in the world, as I looked at Tell the Truth. So, you know what I mean? It was just, I was given a perspective on, which I don't do all the time. And again, let's face it, I could talk about that way more because it is a massive elephant in the room, but it's kind of like, I know why it's coming through. My North Node's in Gemini, right? And I'm here to deliver tough truths. And it is just a hard truth that they're making me say it again. I'm not going to not put this one out now. It's like, I've been very patient and compassionate and understanding that people are embarrassed about admitting that people like myself and all the other people that, there's a lot of people that will be tuning into this that you also done the same, but there's also a lot of people tuning into this that you're one of the people that treated others like this. And it's kind of like, I feel like my patience is kind of, I'm not going to say it's ran out, but it's running very thin for feeling sorry for people about being embarrassed about making a mistake. Like, it's kind of like, how about you get over yourself, apologise, and think about how rough it was on the people that were just trying to save the ones they love, or even strangers. Like for me, I was actually doing that, and I was friends, family, and I was actually being a foghorn to help people I don't even fucking know. Do you know what I mean? So again, but this isn't. I'm not just saying this for myself. I'm being a typical Aries, and I'm putting that out there. And it's also Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. It's very blunt. It's coming through for a reason. That it's like, if you are somebody that was, ostracized and treated differently, and it affected a lot of relationships or all relationships around your life, 555, yeah, it created big changes, not for, I'm going to say at first, not for good, because if you're left alone and, either in some cases nobody checks on you or hardly anyone does, or when they do decide to come back to see how you are, it's long after it's all went on, and, these people, like, are not going to. I'm just sort of saying this for karmic energies. If you left somebody in their darkest hour and then you decide to come back to them after there's a lot of water under the bridge, do you really think that these people are going to want to hear from you? Maybe in some circumstances they do. All that, the exception to the rule would be obviously what I say all the time. Where twin flames have let their twin flame down, which again is deep, because that's actually letting yourself down, right? And again, I'm not about blame and guilt and everything, but look, it's because shadow clearing and it's because it's all about your shadow. Twin flame is your shadow, right? It's like, it goes both ways, not just someone's a shadow and something. You've both got aspects of that in each other. Um, it's like, they are your true divine mirror. But some of us can be a mirror for all. Like I've explained all the time, I go through so many difficult, confusing, annoying things where I've helped people and it's like they get confused, and it's like I'm being a mirror for them to look at their own pain, and therefore they start projecting their pain onto me, which could get exhausting. But again, 9 times out of 10, the people I work with, everybody understands how this works, but there's always someone that, like, wants to take all their shit out, projection. It happens. And again, it'll be happening to some of you too. But so this is what's clearing out here, all that deep shadow. And because it is, like I said, that is the devil card. The devil will lie to you. The devil will lie to you about who your twin flame is as well. So you've got, that's why it's so important you really get in touch with who your true self is, and that is how you know who your true twin flame is. But that's exhausting. So I feel if you're feeling the exhausting energies, particularly of this full moon coming in, the end of Mercury retrograde, just basically for what I'm going to say is, when I'm channeling these messages, if you're new, everyone else knows this, these don't need to be real time, but for the astrology, this does feel real time because they're pulling me at the word rest a lot. I've been finding I've needed so much more rest. I actually suspect when I get into doing, I'm going to do a specific spread today, which I don't usually do because I don't need to do. I just, whenever I touch a card, my intuition just, it just flies, like they just talk through me. But I do want to use a spread today. And it's it must be for a reason. And I feel it might link to one of the wee films I watched yesterday. But the point is that this energy is very exhausting right now. There's a lot of exhausting astrology, and Gemini's communication. It's also gossip. So I think reading between the lines of what came out yesterday and what I've just pulled out again today, I feel wherever there's been like gossip or lies, or which again is spell work and black magic, I feel there's karma. Karma's coming back around. Like, you will be vindicated, and you will be seen, and you'll be given rewards if you've withstood the storm of being, like, falsely accused or spoken about in a bad way. And unfortunately, I feel people that have been a part of, getting their big wooden spoon or watching others in a place of pain. I feel karma is coming for them if it hasn't already. And again, I don't like that. I pray for anyone in that place. But there's something about that. And again, now you might know what this would be about, but you might not know. And the thing is, it could even be about you and you don't even know, but some of you will know. But yeah, again, Gemini full moon, the truth's coming out. That's what it feels like. The truth's coming out, and I think it'll be a mixed bag because there's two sides, isn't there? And again, like I say about the truth, there's this truth, someone else's truth, and your truth. Yeah, so exhausting. Pay attention to your energy as all this shadow clearing's going on. Again, it's, yeah, you're going to see who's going to be able to stay grounded in these weird times of the split consciousness and the people that can't. And again, we pray for everyone. Again, it's the feminines that are triggering people. Just go and watch my shorts. The messages for the shorts were powerful. It was 100% about divine feminines in particular that are triggering people's shadows. And again, I've already, like most things, I go through things years in advance, and sometimes it's months in advance, and I can categorically say, I went through this again recently where it's like, it's, yeah, and it's unpleasant, but yeah, you're going to face it at some point, and it is. It's because if you've done that much work on yourself, you trigger others. So, right. And yeah, but anyway, once that all sort of clears and you can withstand the storm, look, the happiest card in the deck, the sun. As you rest your own feminine energy within you, whether you're the feminine or you're a masculine, resting your own feelings and intuition and feminine energy, it charges up your masculine within you or your actual masculine. So basically, feminines, if you're feeling tired and you don't know why, and you're feeling like you're in quite a good mood, but you just don't know why you can't get it done, it's more than likely your masculine is going through a lot of stuff and they need you to just slow down. So let's now just shuffle some of these and then we'll go to the spread. I can't fit it in, so I'll just put it down however. Give us an oracle card for the feminine. So again, if you're the feminine, this doesn't resonate. It might just not be yours. Same with the masculine. But let's get somebody that really needs the message. Keep your commitments. Yeah, keep your commitments. You have made a commitment to yourself in this twin flame journey. It's not easy, like what I've just channeled here, but it will be worth it. And the reason I'm saying about rewards is because last night, it was so weird. Like I got up and it was like, my eyes got drawn to, what did it say again? It said rewards. It said something about rewards are coming, and it was on a little stamp card thing for, like, it's not coffees, but it's like one of those cards, where you collect the stamps. I think it's like a wee gift shop. And then though, when I went for a pee on the soap, my eyes got homed in on fantastical rewards. I thought, two things in the space of literally like 60 seconds were about rewards. So I feel if you've kept your commitment to yourself and your journey, rewards are coming. And whatever way that means, for some people that's you're in a really comfortable place of self-union, and even though your twin isn't here, you've not got the longingness and the desperation and the sheer heartache, but yeah, you still miss them and it's still shit and you'd rather they were there, but it's like, you've withstood the storm. And for some it's your twins coming, like that's your reward. And for others it could be, you land a big client or unexpected income or some other kind of miracle. Health miracle. Again, that your health is your wealth. Maybe if you're not well, you miraculously get well again. Again, I do that for people all the time. It's just I don't tell you about everything, but people are always telling me they're not well, and then the next day they're like, oh, thanks so much. When you prayed for me, I got better. So, believe in miracles. And, there's many other people that can do that for people. Masculine, reevaluate your priorities. Sorry, but that's hilarious, isn't it? Yeah, so I really do feel that's the thing here. It's like, look, make a plan. The masculine, I feel, the masculines I'm picking up on, I feel are exhausted and mind-blowing at the epiphanies they're having, and reevaluating and possibly breaking free from where they feel stuck. Wait a minute, let's get some of them. And again, this could be past energy. You could already be through this, or you could be in it right now, or this could be the future. So different for different people. What else do we need to know for the feminine? Light. Yeah, keep being the light. See the light within yourself and everyone else. So again, if you think what I just brought through there was rough about the way people were treated during the past 4 years, then you're best not watching the other one if I put that out, because it was really strong. Like I said, I haven't even watched it back because it felt so intense to channel it. But it's because, like I said, it's because Mercury I keep laughing because it is because Mercury retrogrades in Sagittarius. It's like, whether you like it or not, that's the truth. And if you can hear me having a wee laugh to myself, it is, I've said before, but it's because my twin flame has that, like Mercury in Sagittarius. Because I know when he was born, I might not know the whole chart, but remember, I've actually guessed, and it's no guessing, it's because I'm connected to the stars. I've actually tuned in and like, yeah, felt what people's charts are without even knowing their time. But I do know that he was he was born in the Mercury retrograde Sagittarius, so it's yeah. You might not like the way I say it, you might not like what I'm saying, but that's the truth. Like that's the kind of thing. So little, it's kind of similar to me, but again, I'd say I've got Mercury in Taurus, so my delivery, I normally warn people a wee bit more, you know what I mean? Whereas, well, I can't speak for my twin flame. All I'm saying is I know that he's got that, so I understand him. He might not think I do, but I do. Clear the air. Yeah, distant thunder. And again, look at that is so hilarious what I just said as well. It's time to clear the air for a lot of twin flames. And like I said, I've been waiting a very, 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 very fucking long time. Lifetimes, in fact, probably. But I will always hold space, hold the door open for that, clearing the air with my twin flame. But it can get exhausting, can't it? So, innovation, new creations, yeah. The masculines are being guided to new. That's why there's endings coming up. Make a wish and expect the very best. You could be healing a lot of family stuff there. Learn more about your family stories and history, yeah, and best friends. I feel the masculine, true friends stick together no matter what. The masculines reevaluating their priorities and realising that you've been a light in their life, even if you haven't physically seen them for years. And yeah, you've always had their back where perhaps other people didn't, that they thought did have their back, you know, that kind of vibes. Which isn't a nice feeling. And like I've said before, I've went through that before. Thank God that it was a few years ago, but I'll never forget the pain of it. And I have always felt really sad that I knew that was going to happen to my own twin flame, because it happened to me. The pulling the rug out from under you moment. Oh look, there's my favourite card. Oh fuck, how long have these been sitting there? Shit, those ones haven't been in when I've been doing another oh well. If they're meant to come out, they would. Right, so right, let's put it in there. So let's now see. So I'm going to channel a little bit about this film I watched yesterday, right? Oh shit, I think I might need. Oh no, there it is. My phone's here. So I made loads of notes like I did with the other one, but it's called The Other Zoe and it's on Prime, and it's got the actress that plays Tessa and after. So I had a wee joke about that. I didn't like. I mean, you didn't really see her kissing too many people, but I didn't like seeing her kiss the other guy because it's like, no, it's not Harden. But yeah. So basically, right away, I knew that they were talking to me about copycat energy. Now, how that plays out in your story, only you'll know. That can be anything from somebody that has had close contact around you, soaking up your personality and things that are unique to you. Oh my God, actually, especially because we've got best friends sitting there, holy shit. But you know what I mean? That can be, yeah, like people that had access to you at some point. I just looked at 1804, so that's unions coming. You know, and they can then, you know, they've soaked up enough of how you are to know, you know, that to then hoodwink and trick your person. They're more rare, but they do happen. And especially because there's been a lot about, you know, frenemies and enemies and shit like that. But this can also be people that you don't even know, but they've got access to seeing you, like what I do, like in public. Like people can, you know, and again, like that's what I feel. That's what was coming through there too. Like, you know, I mean, I go through that more than you might think. Where, you know, whether it's a male that, you know, is feeling drawn to me, because it's like, again, that is very common that yeah, you know, that people can get confused. They're getting drawn to you for the healing, but they might get drawn to you and think they're being drawn to you like in a romantic kind of way. But yeah, but that can happen with women too. Like I've definitely had women where it's like they're displaying like unhealthy obsession with me, you know, basically my energy. Like, I mean, this is anonymous and this was years ago, but I'm thinking of like in the past I've had like the most mentalist. I mean, not even the most recent past too. I've had that too, but I've had people that like bombard me with like really weird like too, just like basically talking to me like they're that, like they know me really well. And this isn't like, you know, I'm not talking about in general, like, so don't be worried and think, no shit, that's me. I'm totally honoured if you watch me every day, or even if you watch me when you can and you feel close to me and protective and blah blah. That's very common. It's very common with astrology I've got. and it's something that people say, look, I'm talking next level Stalkerville. That's what I'm talking about. Like, the kind of people that could be just OTT, like maybe even saying like, oh, I love you so much and I just want you to be happy, and it's just like too much though, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, like what the hell. But I think they're kind of like talking to me about, this is so weird, but the way this message is coming through, I think they're also kind, yeah, because they just pulled me to the Toblerone thing that says I love you. I think they're also kind of telling me about, that can genuinely happen to some people, right? Where whether you're a female or a male, it doesn't even matter if you're like, you know, a heterosexual female. Like I said, I've heard females that have been like that, and it's like, this is just like a bit weird. And again, I've put boundaries of it. And then also, these are always people that turn nasty, by the way. That'll definitely be connected to the shadow, because it's like very strange, you know. It's like, it's not, so it's not even maybe necessarily that they're like, you know, they're fancying you or anything, but it's like they're just it's an obsession. Like, it's an unhealthy obsession with someone where, you know, yeah, it's just unhealthy. So again, you'll know if that's happened to you, or again, yeah. So anyway, and again, if you happen to be somebody you feel like shit, I think I've fallen into that at some point. You can get help for it, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm being serious, like, you know, you could go and get the clearing for it, because somebody could have done work on you to make you feel like that. Or it could be that you've got, you know, childhood trauma and there's weird shit going on there, but, you know, I don't know why it's coming through, but it's coming through for a reason. I feel there's something like that, because that's still there. I feel it's reminding me like Wicker Park, you know, like where, you know, I've mentioned this before, but, you know, it's like, it's her flatmate and her best friend's in love with this guy, and then somehow I can't remember if she actually sends her, but anyway, either she sends her friend to this shop and she meets this guy and they fall in love, or they just meet serendipitously. But her best friend falls in love with this guy, and she's raging because she was in love with him, and she basically sabotages him, keeps them apart for years, and she also sleeps with the guy. It's fucked up. It's totally, so again, I really pray that that's not happened to anyone, but because that's still sitting there, it's just weird that it's got family and that's really weird, isn't it? Family best friends, like, but I'm not getting a good energy from it. I feel like that's some of the betrayals here. Fucking hell. But yeah, and there's loads of films like that, but it's something like that. So that what in a copycat energy could also be like copying your business. So people that like I've had that in the past too, where people will be like, you know, just asking loads of questions and that, and it's like gathering information. Again, it's monitoring spirits. Like, people that watch everything you do, right, and either don't comment at all and don't clap when you win. I mean, they certainly don't clap when you win, because these people usually don't comment or anything like that. Again, but again, it's quite funny because around here, like, we've got lurkers, like loving lurkers is what I call them. So that I'm not gonna, but you know what I mean. Generally, it's people that watch and they're hating while they're watching. Like, they want to be you, but at the same time they're hating on you. That's a copycat energy too. But again, it's just, it can go to the next level of people lifting your content and then claiming it's yours. So like I said, it can be all different things, and it's a bit dark, but it must be it's because of the shadow clearing. This stuff's coming out. So yeah, so protect your energy, particularly if you're the divine feminine, I feel. But the masculine's energy is very potent too, so be very careful of, like, yeah, guys around you that are secretly in competition or jealous, or females that want to siphon your energy. So let's do a love horseshoe. Oh shit, wait a minute, I started saying about that. That's why I was saying all of that, because of that film. So it's called The Other Zoe, and the gist is, this guy hits her with a ball. He's playing football or something, and blah blah blah. So they meet that way, and they're rubbing each other up their own way, but you can tell there's a bit of flirting, bit of weird tension going on, right? So that's kind of like twin flames. But anyway, then later on in the film, he forgets his credit card in the shop that she works in. So I'm just going through it quickly, and then she runs to get him, and he gets knocked over by a car. And when he wakes up, somebody says her name, and he thinks that it's his girlfriend, because his girlfriend's also called Zoe, right? Because he's had amnesia. It's a little bit like The Vow, guys. Again, these fucking Prime things are just copying bigger films. Anyway, whatever. But you see how I'm saying it's like copycat energy, because it's like she was pretending to be somebody that she wasn't. It's like it's identity theft. So that could have actually happened to someone. Yeah, so basically she initially does this because it's fucked up. Like, she's trying to get closer to his cousin, because she saw his cousin somewhere in a uni class or something. Oh, another really random weird thing, right, was 2 nights before I watched this yesterday, I had a dream where it was like I was at high school, which is funny because I always skived, but it was like I was in like a computer class and I was surrounded by other people and there was all these computers. And then on that film, I realised I'd saw a vision 2 days before of watching that film because it's exactly a scene in that film where the girl's working on a website. So again, they're just wanting me to give another example of how clairvoyance and can work. So, right, so um, right, so she says to the guy, now this is the one that's got a bit of memory loss, right? They're left on their own, and she says, because she's thinking she doesn't like this guy, right? She was getting close to him to get close to his cousin. Fucking hell, there's something weird going on here about best friends, cousins. There's a lot of, I don't know, maybe there's weird codependent, or I don't know. There's basically, I'll get to the point of this, but this is all about strange the things that are coming through. What do you think the most important thing is in a relationship? Yeah, what do you think the most important thing in a relationship with is, or something like that? I've wrote it wrong, but and then she says, I think it's shared interests and compatibility, right? And then he just says, I think we just need to like. I think you just need to like each other, right? He just keeps it simple. So she, she kind of looks a bit intrigued, and then so anyway, they start playing these board games and stuff, and she starts to realise that they get on really great, and basically she judged a book by its cover. Now, what I was getting while I was watching this is she's the divine masculine. That guy that she thinks she's got nothing in common with is the divine feminine. And whoever the cousin is in the film can be symbolic of a karmic energy. Now, whether the karmic energy is a link to either of you or not, that doesn't need to be a thing, but it could be because that's that guy's cousin. But it's more just the fact that someone that she thought was more suited actually turned out to not be more suited. So there's that kind of theme. And then, so he says, I'm really enjoying getting to know you all over again, but it's actually the first time, remember, because he didn't really know this girl, like, again, and don't ask me why she makes it up, it's a film, but, symbolic, yeah, and I've put a symbolic of the divine masculine spiritually waking up, right, when he's like, oh, I'm really enjoying getting to know you again, it's like the divine masculine being like, how could I have even turned my back on my divine feminine, like we get on great, like, I can now, like, it's somebody now seeing who you are to them. I guess it's not what I expected. You're full of surprises. That's what she says to him. So that's like the masculine saying the feminine, and then he says the same back, and then and so she says something like to him like, "You're not an idiot. You're so smart and sensitive." And I feel like that was because it was like at one point he was talking down himself, and it was like symbolic of how twin flames can really boost people's other people's confidence, but each other's confidence when you're in a healed place. Again, it's a different story when you're not, and that's why true twin flames are kept apart from each other, or you would, cause, temporarily. I'm going to say, like, I can't say temporarily, but you know what I mean. It's yeah, you bring each other's trauma and stuff, which is basically, it feels like it's about the confusion the masculine can go through about who you are to them, usually through other people. Yeah, usually through that, best friends and family and whoever else confusing them. When the other Zoe shows up, the guy realizes there's no connection. That's it. Yeah, so the real one shows up, right? The one that's the girlfriend, but she's like, "Oh my god!" And they're all calling another one a weird on that because that's a bit of a weird thing to do. Again, if you try to fucking pretend to be somebody to get with somebody else, and that is a good film, and I love that girl's the main character. It is a bit fucking weird. Do you know what I mean? It's a very weird film in The Wicker Park too, but again, there's people with serious kind of trauma and, well, basically serious mental health that really do need healing, that do stuff like that. They copy other people's identities either around them or because they don't know who they are. So they're like, oh, just take your life. That's what a destiny swap is. It's weird. Like, some people are terrified because they don't know who they're meant to end up with. So if they see an opportunity, they're going to go for it, and it's ruthless. But again, this is more, it does happen, but it's the way they're getting me to say it. But yeah, anyway, he realizes there's like zero connection with this one that is his actual girlfriend, right? Because he's just been connecting with a new one. So that's like the masculine realizing there's no connection with, or because we're seeing him as the feminine, it's the feminine realizing there's no connection like the one with the masculine. But I feel like they were saying the masculine realizing there's no substance with the karmic energies. She shouts at her friend because she's convinced her to lie. Oh yeah, so that's basically the friend the friend is the one that's egging her on to like delay the truth. which is kind of, it's kind of not really homed in on, but it's because it's about, look, that was in there and it wasn't meant to be, but we all know it'll be part of it. Stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. So that could be going on with karmic energies. Oh yeah, I suppose it's just because I've wrote it down like that. She shouts at her friend because she convinced her to lie. So I don't know how that's going to fit in here, but I wonder if it's got something to do with that again. Female or male friends, by the way. She goes to the class and everyone's gossiping about her stealing people's identity. So there you go. So I really do think there's something going on here for whoever this is going to make sense to. Is that it's going to sort of come out that someone was like trying to be like someone. Whether it's love wise, work wise, or a bit of all of it. She's cracking up because she didn't believe in love and now she's letting in love. Yeah, so that's the divine masculine realizing it was real, because there's scenes where like she's like can't sleep and she can't eat and all this kind of shit, and it's because at the start of the film she was saying that love was just, you know, a cat, you know, she was saying it was like scientific and all that, and now she realizes, wait a minute, it isn't. So it's like a logical masculine energy being like, fuck, this is love, and I threw it away. It was different. It was the differences that kept it interesting. That's what her mum says about love, and that's true. That's twin flames. Being vulnerable and letting your guard down is when life starts. Absolutely, what my whole message is. You like this guy Zach, and you need to tell him what you want. So Zach's the divine feminine. So that's like supportive family and friends around a masculine, being like, you know, you need to go and go for what you want, or you're going to lose it. So, oh yeah, and then there's a nice wee poem she reads. So she's the masculine energy to her friend, and it's quite beautiful actually. It was something about I took the sun for granted, and it was all about taking your friend for granted. So there must be something here about somebody's like taking one of their friends for granted, or fucking done darker shit. If any of this is resonating, and actually in that case, although they make up, I don't think that's from what I'm picking up here. If with the films I'm seeing in that, it's like. Right, so when, and those bits don't need to resonate, but it's come through for a reason. When divine masculine pushes divine feminine away, shut up, you had me at hello. That's, yeah, so the friend says that. I had a dream tonight. Oh yeah, I've said that bit. While she's distracted with the project, she checks up on Zach's social media. So that's the divine masculine checking on divine feminine. And she's eating ice cream, watching the party. Again, that's like divine masculine and hermit wondering what divine feminine's doing. And then so that the other Zoe is so kissing somebody at this party, because it's all online. There's this thing about it all being online. I'm going to get to the point of that. And then she hears that it's because her friend comes and tells her it's because he's dumped the other one that he had nothing in common with, right? And then so our friend comes to her and she's like, look, you know, go and her best friend comes to her and is like, look, go and tell him how you feel. So it's like somebody's true best friend or whoever it is, a family member, a sister, a brother, whatever, because we've got family, saying to the masculine, look, go and tell them how you feel. Go and tell this person, your twin flame, your divine feminine, whatever, insert name, go and tell such and such how you feel. And then the masculine's like, she's like, we've got nothing in common. And her friend is like, look at how different we are. You like this, I like that. We're like yin and yang, you know, something like that. And so she's like, oh yeah. And so she runs to go and find Zach, who's the divine feminine, and she publicly asks him where he is on a live stream. So that felt really funny. Oh, look, it's 33 minutes, coming Jesus. So I felt that was symbolic of like high profile twin flame unions, like either high profile ones where somebody's already in the public eye in a big way, though. I mean, it felt like, because this was like a public display of affection, or it could be like in a smaller way, like it's on social media or something, or but there's something about that. Like that whole Richard Gere sort of moment, you know, someone's making a fool out themselves for love. I always thought relationships should be based on data, but I realised it's not about some algorithm, it's more based on a feeling. It's like what you said, liking someone is way more important, and I'm sorry I had to lie to you to figure that out. So again, I feel that could be significant in this too, like a masculine lying about how they really feel and then coming out of denial and realising that they do feel strongly about you. Did you know me and the other Zoe broke up? Did you know why? And then he says, because you're the Zoe I want to be with. So that's like the masculine saying, the feminine. But now this is like the masculine, right? So, because he's meant to be the feminine, but I feel this is like about the masculine. It's like the masculine saying, did you know me and the karmic energy broke up? And do you know why? It's because you're the one I want to be with. So I feel that was what that was about. You know, go, wait a minute, what does that say? Yeah, he says, going up there was a grand gesture, right? Because they have this thing about, oh yeah, it's so embarrassing when people do that. And then the whole point is she becomes one of those people that falls in love and wants to do that. Because she just, basically, she knows he's not going to forgive her. So it is like a masculine being like, what can I do to get this person to see that I'm serious? And I feel it's got connected back to that card here. This person's reevaluating their priorities. This is a group of masculines that just, they didn't give the feminine a look in. I feel these masculines are secretly prioritised you somewhere in their fantasies, but as far as the feminine's concerned, like, it looks like you've been nowhere in their plans, which is not the truth for masculines when they wake up. Everyone sees them kissing on the live stream. So yeah, so basically I feel that's about, like I said, some really public unions taking place at some point. Right, okay, that was quicker. That seemed to be quicker that I went through all of that. So let's see how this now fits in. So the past, this shows the foundation of the relationship. Oh, Christ, look at that. So there has been a big, I'm going to stick with one card. I think there's been a big tower moment with twin flames, because look, they're wearing the exact same clothes. I always feel like that's like twin flames right before the twinning Gemini full moon on Sunday. So there was a big shake up, a tower moment. I feel in this case, I feel this was a very upsetting, unexpected tower moment. So whatever that means for you, it was something unexpected, pulling the wool out from under you, something that's really shaken up this connection. However, in the past it was, whether it was years ago or not in the past, but I feel this was years ago for whoever I'm speaking to, however many years. So the present energy, how the inquirer sees the relationship now. Remember, this card is very subjective since it refers to someone's view of his or her partner, which may not represent reality. Like, let's just see. So the present. Right, so presently, again, it feels like we're getting it from the masculine's perspective. Presently, I feel the masculine is surrounded by, competitive energy. And look at what I've just described about that film. Like, there is competition because the guy's already got a girlfriend, and then, that whole thing happens, and then that one realizes, oh my God, I want him. So it depends which way you look at it, but also forget the fact that the one that actually lies about her identity, which is kind of funny, is that she's actually nice. It's just she was doing it because she didn't want to affect his brain, because it's like, she thought it might upset him, like, anyway, but we all know that lying's never the answer. That's the message. But the point is it's like, there's competition, and I just feel like, yeah, there's competitive energies. That's what I'm getting. There's competitive energies around this masculine. So I feel presently, whether this masculine's aware of it or not, I feel a lot of these, like, I feel like covertly competitive people around them have wanted to this tower moment to happen, like to create an ending between twin flames. That's what I'm getting. So whoever the people are here, because again, this can be like playful sort of banter too. So it could, oh God, I'm kind of feeling like it's like, it's somebody that's got an unhealthy hold over someone that's manipulated them. You'd be like, oh no, mate, you don't want to get into something like that. You don't want to do this. Come out drinking with me and have fun. You can do what you want. It's again selfish energy that I'm feeling. It came through the other day. Hopes, fears, and expectations. This shows the kind of dreams and beliefs inquirers bring into the relationship and may reveal unconscious patterns of behaviour. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, again, look, it's like, but I feel it's like there was a tower moment in the past that tore you apart, whatever it was. I feel it was a lot to do with negative influences around this masculine, whether you're a male masculine or a feminine masculine, whether this is you that's the masculine or this is about your person. They encouraged this person not to invest in this. For whatever reason, you're too different, because that is the film, 39 minutes as I said that, so that could be a significant age, but it's like, but I feel this could be some people now seeing through whatever again, this could be somebody self-sabotaging too, but it's coming very strongly through with the friends and the family because of these cards. So I'm going to go with friends and family discourage this person from investing with you for whatever reason. Areas of conflict. Oh, this will be interesting. Yeah. Again, Five of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this is it's like Five of Pentacles reversed is coming out of the cold, right? So this is either coming out of a difficult financial period, or coming out of like feeling on the outside of a, because I'm reading it from the masculine's perspective, it feels like coming out, wanting to come out of the cold. Like this conflict for this masculine is this masculine does not want to be on the outside anymore. They didn't invest in this in the past, and now they're feeling less out in the cold than what they were, but they still do feel out in the cold. So again, this could be somebody that's money is great, or money's getting better, or whatever, but it's like they're emotionally empty with the people around them, possibly these friends and family, or like a lover for some, karmic lover in that case. Outside influences, right? Yeah, the devil, fucking hell, Christ. So see what I mean? This is someone's. Yeah, so the devil in reverse. So again, look, this is always my Magic Mike card, Magic Mike's Last Dance, because he puts a blindfold on a bit. It's really creepy, actually. But yeah, it's, you know, both these people, whoever this is, I feel this is definitely about karmic lovers. So whether this is karmic present lover, someone in the past, however serious, whether it's all the way to marriage, engagements, marriage, or whether it's situationships, hookups, or weirdos that get obsessed after they sleep with you once, or just people who don't even know you and get an obsession. Again, I've given loads of different things, because again, they're saying that because, you know, that could be a thing too. Like, you know, imagine it's like you've got a twin flame that's going on to their friend all the time about how great this person is. You've got to be careful. You could actually have people's friends then become obsessed about the divine feminine or the divine masculine. So that is a thing, because this is obsession. So I feel that's really going to be the case for someone. And sometimes it's like, oh, well, nothing will happen, but it's just this person's got an unhealthy obsession, so they don't want the true twin flames to be together. But sometimes, like, people could get all the way into, like, getting involved with someone. But it's kind of like, yeah, the devil's in reverse. I do feel that whoever these I'm just going to say toxic people, because that is the devil. Toxic, materialistic, obsessed with destroying the connection people are behind this person, or they soon will be. This person's getting their shit together after this person. This is a masculine realising that these people took some sort of thrill out of this being in the dust, like over. Like they loved this turbulence, tension, and arguments. They loved when that was going on between these two people. So if that's making sense to you, this is your story. If it's not, it's not yours. So the best current course of action for this masculine. Fucking hell, yeah, walk away. This is hilarious. Sorry, it's not funny if you're in it, but it's like, I fucking walk away. That's the fuck this card. Walk away, move on to pastures new, because this is toxic. That's not friends. That's definitely not best friends, and it's not very good family if it's family. It's move the fuck on. There's nothing else to say to that one. This is searching for a more meaningful life. Like, this could even be like someone's like been tied, married, or in a long-term relationship, you know, tied down in some way, even if it's just that, like, this can be like a narcissistic, I'm saying narcissistic, and that doesn't always come out of my mouth, but it's coming, so this could be something that really does have these tendencies, or is a natural one, but it's kind of like, only you'll know it. Someone's very selfish, thinks only about themselves, and I feel speaks down to this masculine, like, to keep them in a place of, that's what they're saying. In the past, this person was able to, like, talk to this person like shit, and keep them feeling emotionally lacking. Like, you're not good enough for them anyway. Like, they're not going to want you. Like, you know, that kind of energy. But now this person's coming out of that and ready to move the fuck on. Wow. Probable outcome if this course of action is taken. Now, if that romantic card comes out, that's going to be pretty cool, but let's just see what comes out. Or any of the romantic ones. Yeah, so love, nurturing. The outcome will be love, nurturing energy, mothering, unconditional love from the feminine. Yeah, and that's funny, I shuffled and I saw it, and then for some reason I didn't feel to show it, and then I just shuffled and it came out again. So I feel this is all going to happen pretty quickly. Like, this is like a masculine in a hurry to get to their feminine. This is like somebody that's like, oh my god, I actually can see everything that's been done here. And now this is my plan. I'm taking my time, because Knight of Pentacles is slow, guys. But it's like, I'm taking my time about how I do this. But I'm coming in, because they're my start. My Divine Feminine has lit... Remember, that came out with that card, didn't it? My Divine Feminine has lit the way for me to see my way out of this dark situation. Yeah, I'm no longer confused about what I want. I want to get away from this deception, this feeling like I have to one up people. I can't believe this. I'm feeling this masculine's like, I can't believe I got pulled in, manipulated to feel like my divine feminine was against me, when all along it's actually been these people, yeah, that took me out my strength. But I also feel they're saying some of the masculines are about to reach that point of being completely humbled and ego deaf and wanting to go to their feminine, passionate, strong, knowing who they are after coming out of this. Yeah, look, people, this can be like working together, but I feel this is, because it's in reverse, that is like people working against the connection. Yeah, look, this person does not want to move on from you. This person does not want to move on from this connection, but they are moving on from toxic people. They've been watching, and it's the end of a cycle. Oh, look, and that's definitely how, that speaking from a divine, that's how a lot of divine feminists feel. The World card, the old 21, something's coming full circle. Divine feminines, you're absolutely exhausted. I feel the masculines exhausted as well. But there's going to be a victory here, and that is so funny. Yeah, secrets are coming out. That is so funny with the film I just told, because that's public recognition. That could be, that's what I just said about a cycle's completing. Oh my God, I've just realised something. And remember, guys, I read tarot my own way, but I've just realised something. The world in the Six of Wands, that is like being on the world stage. That is the world seeing this union. That's the outcome. So I don't know that I really want to add any more to this, because that is what I said through the film, and that is now what the cards are saying. And like I said, I don't, I'm not going to say I don't always, like, yeah, I haven't studied the tarot as in like different combinations together, but like I said, because they speak through me, I just use the pictures and the words, and obviously I do know what the cards mean, but honestly, sometimes I have a mind blank when I'm doing it, but that's what I'm getting from that. The world is going to see this. So, what's behind that? Secrets coming out. Yeah, there was some kind of, oh my God, there's some kind of lies from a third party. So that could be a friendship group that have caused a lie and lack of clarity, or a romantic third party on either side. But yeah, look, this masculine's got the most amount of love possible for this union. A brand new beginning. What else? What else was there? I feel like maybe them. I kind of wanted a more lovey card too, but let's. Yeah, maybe that. That'll do. Right, I think I'm just gonna end it there. Like, I don't, well, wait a minute, actually. No. Oh, look, they just pulled me to full moon eclipse. Now, it's not an eclipse, but it is a full moon coming up. Conclusions are within reach. Right. Something tells me that I feel I'm going to be hearing about whatever that actually means. Like, someone's going to be telling me what all that means. So, yes, email me if this was your story. Right, what else do we need to know about this? There's a friends and family disapprove of this connection. I don't know if it's in the deck, because this isn't all of them. This is 2 decks. I don't know where all the... Oh, I wish I could fix things between us, and I feel this person's going to do that. Oh my God, yeah. Will you give me a second chance? Please don't give up on me, because I love you. Yeah, there is a third party that caused this person to act like they don't care deep down when they do. But remember, I think the third party, although the third party can be, yeah, unhealthy attachments, it's definitely at some point it has been a romantic partner, but for some reason it was coming through about the friends and family. Uh-oh, guys. What's the tea? Always partying, yeah. Like, so, look, that's what it is. It's pals that kept this person distracted, always partying. Look, that's winning, being with us, you know what I mean? But now this person's like ending that cycle, because it's like, well, that, dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. And I always feel that card's about, look, you thought these people were protecting you, but actually they're haters, they're secret haters. Never has a shit, makes shit up, lies, liars. Yeah, I'm telling you, people like that are being found out because the masculines are healing. because the feminine's healed and now the masculine's following suit. Look, kissing ass. That's either karmic energies kissing ass to the masculine, like, no, you've got it wrong, la la la. And it could be, again, beware, because it's the last time retrograde, there could be karmic energies coming back to the feminine, trying to do that too. So just be extra discerning. But it's also the masculine, I wouldn't use that term, but it's the masculine's coming back, like, look, I love you, give me another chance, yeah. Saying, you know, they're not interested to other people. Yeah, look, there we go. That's why they got me to pick that up. Steals your work, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. So however that fits in, that is people that are trying to lift your creative work, whatever that is, lift your personality. It's even like as little as, like, say you've brought through your original findings, right, or your original downloads, and then there's people out there that I've thought it happened to me too. It's like, yeah, basically just, yeah, it's happened to me over the years, but it does happen, right? So but that's exactly what I was talking about. But this can also be in a darker way. Someone's trying to feed off your energy to come off as, oh, you know, this is who I am, to like attract somebody, and it can be your person in some extreme cases, like drama starters, jealous people that dust it off if that's happened to you. That all gets found out. Yeah, it's groupies. People haven't got their own personality, so they adopt yours. It's sad as fuck, guys. We really do need to pray for that. But either way, there's offers coming from the masculines. Yeah, people were trying to, you know, get you involved in things that you don't want to be involved in. Yeah, dirt digging. This is just jealous. Look, girl fight. Like, look, this is just jealous, nasty fucks, basically. So hopefully that is not your friends, because that's definitely not a best friend, and it's certainly not friends from what I'm picking up. Yeah, I'm thinking about making you an offer. Wow, we just saw that. Creepy. My fears keep stopping me. So this person's just going back and forwards a little bit about whether you're going to listen to them, but they want to be with you. Yeah, they never expected to feel this way about you. And again, that's what I just channeled about in that film too. She was surprised by how well she liked the guy that she thought she had nothing in common with. Which, boom, drop the mic, is what's happening to the masculine. As they're releasing their blocks, which sadly a lot of people blocks are friends that keep them distracted with all of this. But you've got to take personal responsibility. If you are the masculine, you allowed friends to keep you in that. But that's basically, wait a minute, I want to get a good thumbnail with this. I'm going to say, best friends kept this person stuck partying, but now the world is going to see your union. That's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Here we go. I'll just need to screenshot it after. I kind of think that. Yeah, but now best friends kept this person stuck, but now they want a second chance. Will you give them it? Something like that. See you later.